There's a moment in every man's life where casual stops meaning what it used to. You're not 25 anymore, but that doesn't mean you've stopped caring how you look. The mistake most men make after 40 is trying to stay young through their clothes, when the real power is learning how to look timeless. In this video, I'll show you how to rebuild casual style from the ground up. 10 rules that make you look confident, not comfortable to a fault. We'll talk fit, fabric, color, and presence. How to look relaxed without ever looking sloppy. Everything I mentioned today is linked below, so you can check them out as we go. And stay until the end, because the last rule isn't about clothes at all. It's about the mindset that makes every outfit work. Because when you get this right, you don't look older. You look better than you ever have. 1. The fit reset. When most men hit 40, their definition of casual quietly drifts into one word: comfortable. But comfort, when it turns careless, is what makes you look older than you are. Here's the truth. Dressing casually after 40 isn't about chasing youth. It's about control. Control of fit, proportion, and presence. Because when your clothes move with you, not against you, you project energy, not effort. I've seen countless men who thought casual meant loose. They'd size up for freedom, only to end up drowning in fabric that hid their frame and killed their shape. The result? They didn't look relaxed. They looked lost in their clothes. And then there's the opposite extreme, the guy still clinging to slim fits from a decade ago. Tight shirts, short sleeves, jeans that cut circulation. He's not dressing for his frame anymore, he's dressing for his memory of it. The fix is balance, tailored casual. Start with chinos that taper slightly from the knee down, shirts that define your shoulders, and outer layers that follow your shape without clinging. Your clothes shouldn't hang, they should hover. Enough structure to hold form, enough give to breathe. Look for pieces that work both seated and standing. When you move, the fabric should recover. No ballooning, no stiffness. Try something like the Saks Fifth Avenue chino pants. Cut like a dress pant, but worn like a jogger. It's linked below and does a good job saying, I know how to relax, but I still give a damn. That last one was all about proportion, how fit turns casual from lazy to intentional. But here's the thing, fit only gets you halfway there. What really separates refined from forgettable is texture, and that's exactly where we're going next. 2. The fabric rule. Most men think casual style is about color or cut, but after 40, what really matters is fabric. It's the difference between looking refined and looking like you just grabbed whatever was clean. Here's the truth. Texture is maturity. When you upgrade the material, even simple pieces start looking intentional. Cheap cotton and thin blends lose shape fast. They cling in the wrong places, fade unevenly, and stretch until they look tired. But heavier, natural fabrics, twill, brushed cotton, linen, merino, or jersey with density, sit with purpose. They move, drape, and age in a way that says you've outgrown fast fashion. This doesn't mean everything has to feel stiff or dressy. It just means your clothes should feel expensive before anyone checks the label. Here's the fix. Build texture into your casual wardrobe the way a chef builds flavor. Layer contrasts. Pair a washed cotton shirt with selvage denim, a soft merino polo under a canvas overshirt, or even a textured tee beneath a structured bomber. Try the Alex Mill garment-dyed rugby shirt, specifically the stone one I left below. The fabric gets softer with wear, not sloppier. It proves that casual doesn't have to mean careless. That last one was all about texture, the kind that tells people you care without saying a word. But fabric alone doesn't define class. The next piece is what pulls it all together, your colors, and that's where most men lose the plot. 3. The color rule. Color is one of the fastest ways to age yourself, in either direction. Most men over 40 go too far one way or the other. They either drown themselves in black and gray until they disappear, or they swing the other way. Loud prints, bright hues, trying to prove they've still got it. The truth is, color isn't about youth or safety, it's about tone. Mature style works in harmony, not contrast. Start with a neutral base. Navy, stone, olive, charcoal, and off-white. These shades are timeless because they blend with everything, and they flatter every skin tone after 40. Then add depth through muted color. Rust, forest, burgundy, or washed blue. They're still expressive but grounded. Here's a rule that never fails. If it could exist in nature, it'll probably look good on you. If it glows in the dark, leave it for someone else. You don't need much. One statement color per outfit, never more than 2 if you're layering. Balance everything else with texture and fit. That way, you still stand out, just not for the wrong reasons. If you're updating your wardrobe, start with something like the Buck Mason Heavy Tee in faded navy or the Rubinacci blanket shirt. Both carry warmth and weight without shouting for attention. By the way, everything I mentioned today is linked below, so you can check them out as we go. That last one was all about presence. Learning how calm, grounded color choices can say more than any loud logo ever could. But presence isn't just about tone, it's about balance. Because even the best color palette falls apart if your clothes distort your frame. And that's where proportion steps in. The rule that makes every casual outfit look confident, not careless. 4. The proportion principle? Casual style over 40 isn't about reinventing yourself. It's about rebalancing yourself. Most men fall into one of two traps. They either wear the same silhouettes they did 20 years ago, or they overcorrect and drown themselves in relaxed fits that erase their frame. Both miss the mark. Proportion is what separates effortless from awkward. It's how you bring structure back without stiffness. Start with the top half. Shorter jackets that hit mid-hip give you shape without exaggerating width. Anything too long drags your posture down. Then move to the trousers. Mid-rise is your friend. It restores your natural line, balances your torso, and instantly looks more tailored, even in casual fabrics. The goal isn't tight or trendy, it's harmony. A slightly roomier overshirt with clean, tapered jeans, a fitted polo balanced by straight-leg chinos. Every piece should echo the others. And remember, length matters more than labels. Your hem, sleeve, and jacket lines should all end where movement begins, at the wrist, the belt, or the hip. When your proportions line up, your whole look feels intentional, even in sneakers. If you want examples that get the silhouette right, check out the Kenneth Cole denim jean, built to balance shape and ease. That last one was all about balance, finding the midpoint between structure and ease. Because when your proportions are right, everything you wear moves with you instead of against you. But even the most balanced outfit can fall apart if what's on your feet doesn't hold the same standard. And that's where we're heading next. The foundation every great casual look stands on. 5. The Footwear Foundation. You can tell everything about a man by his shoes. Not the price, the condition. Because at 40, footwear stops being a statement and starts being a reflection. The mistake most men make? Treating shoes like tools. They buy one pair, wear it everywhere, and replace it only when it's falling apart. But casual style is built from the ground up, and your shoes are the anchor. The fix is simple: find balance between structure and ease. Skip the chunky dad sneakers and the dress loafers you only wear at weddings. Instead, aim for 3 essentials that cover every mood. A clean leather sneaker for everyday polish, a chukka boot for transitional weather, and a desert or Chelsea boot for weekend confidence. These aren't trends, they're templates. Each one pairs with jeans, chinos, and lightweight jackets without trying too hard. If you're upgrading, start with the Red Wing Weekender Chukka. It's rugged but refined, built to age beautifully. Shoes are punctuation. They finish your outfit sentence, and if they're scuffed, sagging, or squeaking, the whole message falls apart. That last one was all about foundation, the kind that grounds your style in maturity. But once your shoes are right, your outer layer becomes the definition of your silhouette, and that's where we're headed next. 6. The Outerwear Upgrade. Outerwear is the first impression of every casual outfit, and for most men, it's also the biggest missed opportunity. Because after 40, the goal isn't to look cool, it's to look composed. And nothing ruins that faster than a hoodie that's lost its shape or a windbreaker that crackles like plastic. The mistake? Thinking comfort means compromise. Most guys grab whatever's convenient, zip-ups, puffers, or tech jackets, and forget that their outer layer defines their entire frame. Here's the solution. Treat your outerwear like architecture. Look for structure that gives you shape even when what's underneath is simple. Harrington jackets, field coats, Macs, these are timeless because they balance polish and ease. They drape cleanly, add definition at the shoulders, and instantly make jeans and a tee feel intentional. The Barracuda G9 Harrington is a perfect example. Cropped, sharp, and built for movement. Or try the Wax London Wool Zip Jacket Mac, a lightweight coat that cuts a sleek line through any casual outfit. Both elevate even the most relaxed weekend look. The goal isn't stiffness, it's structure with comfort. Something that carries your posture before you say a word. That last one was about tone, how outerwear sets the stage for everything underneath. But even the best jacket falls flat if your basics don't hold up, because what you wear most often says the most about you. 7. The Elevated Basics. Casual style doesn't fail because of bad taste, and it fails because of lazy basics. Most men treat t-shirts and polos like disposable items, forgetting that they're the backbone of almost every outfit they wear. If those core pieces sag, fade, or twist out of shape, the whole look collapses, no matter how nice the jacket or shoes are. The mistake? Thinking basics are just basics. But in reality, your most worn clothes need to be your best clothes. Here's the fix: upgrade fabric and fit. Go for heavyweight cotton or mercerized knits that drape with intention instead of clinging or stretching. The neckline should hold its structure, the shoulders should sit naturally, and the hem should hit right at the hips, not halfway down your thigh. It's about presence, not excess. Start with a Buck Mason heavy tee from earlier, thick, structured, and built to keep its form all day. Or try the Sunspell Riviera Polo. It's made from breathable cotton mesh that balances refinement and ease. Both give you that crisp outline that separates put together from just dressed. Because when your basics look deliberate, everything you layer over them looks 10 times better. By the way, everything I mentioned in this video, from shirts to shoes to outerwear, is linked down below in the description, so you can check them out as we go. That last one was about foundation. mastering the pieces you wear most often. But real casual confidence comes from how you build on top of them, because layering isn't just function, it's composition. 8. The layering principle. The older you get, the more your style depends on composition, because dressing well casually isn't about individual pieces, it's about how they interact, and layering is what turns ordinary clothes into something magnetic. The mistake most men make? They either overdo it, stacking hoodies, flannels, and puffers like armor, or underdo it, wearing a single flat shirt that leaves no dimension. Both kill presence. So instead, layer with purpose, not panic. Think of each layer as a visual depth cue. Every piece should add contrast in texture or tone. Start light and structured. A crisp tee or polo as your base. Add a soft overshirt, knit vest, or unlined jacket for texture. Then finish with a piece that defines your frame. Something with weight and shape, not bulk. Every layer should look intentional enough to stand on its own, but better together. That's how you move through seasons and settings without ever looking out of place. Try the Alex shirt jacket for a relaxed, breathable top layer, or the Sandro virgin wool overshirt for cooler weather. Both bring quiet structure to casual outfits. Because great layering doesn't shout style, it shows discipline. It's what makes you look like you thought about your outfit without trying too hard. That last one was about composition, building depth through small decisions. But no composition feels finished without detail. And that's exactly what the next rule refines. The accessories that tie it all together. If you're enjoying this so far, hit subscribe. It helps more men find this and keeps videos like this coming. 9. The accessory rule. The difference between well-dressed and refined often comes down to one thing: the details. Accessories are where men either disappear completely or go completely overboard. But after 40, the goal isn't to decorate, it's to define. Most guys fall into one of two traps. They skip accessories altogether, thinking it's simpler, or they load up like they're auditioning for a GQ cover. Neither works. The trick is intention. One or two functional pieces that feel lived in, not forced. A leather belt with a subtle buckle that complements your shoes. A canvas tote or leather carryall that looks like it's traveled with you, not just been unboxed. A slim cuff or ring, if it fits your personality, worn on its own, not in stacks. Each of these pieces should blend into your outfit, not compete with it. They tell a story through repetition. The patina, the wear, the way they move with you. If you're refining your everyday kit, start with the Joe's jeans leather belt. It's timeless, practical, and quietly masculine. That last one was about precision, knowing when to stop, not just when to start. Because once the details align, there's only one thing left to master, like the mindset that makes it all effortless. And that's exactly where we're going next. 10. The mindset of effortless casual. After 40, the hardest thing to wear is ease. Not sneakers, not denim, ease. Most men either overthink their outfits or stop thinking altogether. But the truth is, casual confidence isn't built on what you buy. It's built on how you carry it. The biggest mistake? Dressing down to fit in instead of dressing well to stand out naturally. Trying to look 25 only makes you look unsure of who you are. True casual style says the opposite. I've earned this ease. The fix is simple. Just remember, consistency over comparison. When your wardrobe reflects the life you actually live, not the one you're chasing, everything falls into place. You move differently. You choose fabrics that feel like you, colors that reflect your presence, and fits that make you comfortable in your own frame. Refined casual style doesn't scream wealth or youth. It communicates balance. It's why a soft linen overshirt or a perfectly cut jean look so powerful. They're proof that experience beats success. If you want a symbolic closer, look at the slim AG Cloud soft denim jeans or Onaya linen overshirt. Simple, elevated, and made to move with you through every season. Which of these rules do you think men over 40 break the most? Let me know in the comments. I read everyone. You'll also find every product mentioned in this video, the clothes, accessories, and essentials I personally recommend, all linked in the description. Every item has been tried, tested, and chosen for one reason. It works. No gimmicks, no hype, just real craftsmanship that helps you look composed, confident, and comfortable in your own skin. Because after 40, dressing well isn't about chasing trends. It's about editing what doesn't serve you and refining what does. And the men who understand that, they don't dress to prove anything. They dress to reflect everything they've built. Keep refining, and I'll see you in the next one. The next step's simple. Check out the next video. It's the best next move if you're ready to keep sharpening your style.